is good, guys? It is Logan here on the Animeister channel, bringing you a chapter review of chapter 119 of Jujutsu Kaisen, the Shibuya Incident Part 37. Now, this chapter starts out with an awesome thing that I've been wanting for a long time in the manga personally, and that is a description of how Sukuna's powers work, how his curse techniques function. We get to see that Sukuna has two different types of his curse technique. There is Dismantle, which is what we've seen so far, where he just cuts everything down and anything in his path is just destroyed and decimated. We also get to see that the second part of his ability, called Cleave, is much more powerful and deliberate than Dismantle is. It's more used against people who have cursed energy opposed to objects, which is awesome to see. The fact that he can directly influence and attack those with cursed energy, nuts. We also get a good description and explanation of his domain expansion, which is so cool because Malevolent Shrine is awesome looking, and I can't wait to see more of Malevolent Shrine. Considering the fact that Sukuna can control the distance that Malevolent Shrine can take up. It can go up to 200 meters. He chooses to keep Fushiguro out of his perimeter, out of his radius, so he doesn't end up killing him. Because, as we all know, Sukuna loves that Fushiguro so much, like Hisoka loves Gon. Now, it's also a really interesting thing to see that Sukuna's domain expansion does not have a barrier in it. Unlike every other domain expansion we've seen so far that has barriers from Fushiguro's to the sea spirit, I forget his name at this exact point, but the water spirit, all of them, they all have a defined barrier. Even Gojo's does. For some reason, Sukuna's just doesn't, and that's really cool because he makes his binding vow, and then everything is that much more critical. It's awesome to see how absolutely devastating Sukuna truly is. We get to see him dismantle an entire city block. All 140 meters in a radius around him is flattened. Every person with cursed energy and every object is sliced to pieces, including the awesome monster that was summoned by Fushiguro in the last chapter. The Mahoraga just get murdered in this entire chapter. We first see Dismantle and Cleave hitting it multiple times, but considering the fact that it is adapted to just slashing attacks in general, not specifically Sukuna's abilities, and that's what keeps him alive, it doesn't murder him instantly, is really interesting to see. But we also get to see Sukuna bust out his badass fire arrow that he used against Jogo in the previous fight that he was in. I'm still not quite entirely sure how he's able to do that. Is he able to copy curse techniques? Did I miss something? Let me know in the comments, because I can't remember if he actually is able to just copy techniques outright, or if that's something he just picked up from being a part of Itadori. Who knows? The other prevalent thing that really happened in this chapter was the fact that Shigemo, the person with the sword hand, the hand sword thing, holding hands with it, finally is killed. And we finally get a little bit of vengeance, because Nanami was so beat down. Oh, it's brutal to see how Shigemo at all survived. But we finally get an explanation of his curse technique, the fact that he stores miracles, so I guess 1111 truly is awesome for him, and he will make a wish every time there's multiple numbers that he sees. I don't know. It's a cool concept, the fact that all of the miracles that happen that we don't notice, he stores, and that he's able to somehow come out alive. If you've ever seen Deadpool 2, it's kind of like Domino's ability, where she sucks luck, except she doesn't take it from other people. Except, in this case, Shigemo doesn't take it from other people, but instead just stores it from random things that happen around the entire day. It's crazy. And also we get an explanation for the markings on his face, which is kind of cool. The fact that each one of those represents a miracle. But, even his miracles can't outrun Sukuna's pure savagery. He's just bisected right down the side and is no longer alive for any reason. Now, hopefully Fushiguro can not die. Sukuna doesn't try to fight him yet. But hopefully Itadori can finally get back control of Sukuna and really, get back to his job of trying to defend what was going on. because they took down most of what was happening thanks to Sukuna's help, but maybe we'll see in the in the chapters going forward what truly is going on here. Because Sukuna, even though being the Lord of Curses, the best cursed thing out there, even he doesn't really want to be on the side of Jogo and the rest of them. We'll see what happens. I'm personally excited to see the next chapter. I can't wait to see what happens with Sukuna. I really want to see him just go even crazier and fight more of these grade 1 sorcerers. We've all known Sukuna was strong, but now we finally know how destructive Sukuna truly can be, especially after ingesting all of those fingers. Sukuna is a monster. I think it was stated last chapter that he has 15 fingers, and this is the true power of Sukuna. Oh, I'm so excited to see what goes on. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you next time for a chapter review here on the Animeister channel. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel necessary. It always helps me. I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye. Yeah!